I used to work as a night manager at a small, old hotel just outside a quiet town. The hotel had its charm, but there was one room that no guest ever stayed in, room 303. The staff whispered about it, sharing stories of strange occurrences and eerie sounds. I didn't believe in ghost stories, but what happened one night changed my mind forever. It was a particularly slow night, and I was alone at the front desk. Around 2 a.m., the phone rang. The caller ID showed room 303. My stomach dropped. No one was supposed to be in there. Hesitant, I answered the phone. A woman's voice, soft and trembling, came through the line. "Please, help me. They're coming for me," she whispered. I grabbed the master key and rushed to the third floor. As I approached room 303, the hallway lights flickered and a chill ran down my spine. I hesitated for a moment, then unlocked the door and pushed it open. The room was dark, illuminated only by the moonlight streaming through the window. It was empty, but the air was thick with an oppressive energy. I stepped inside, and the door slammed shut behind me. Panic surged through me as I fumbled for the light switch. The lights flickered on, revealing a scene that made my blood run cold. The furniture was overturned, and the walls were covered in scratch marks. In the center of the room stood a woman, dressed in an old-fashioned nightgown, her eyes wide with terror. "Please, you have to help me," she begged, her voice echoing around the room. Before I could respond, the room grew icy cold. A shadowy figure emerged from the corner, tall and menacing, its eyes glowing a sinister red. The woman screamed and the shadow lunged at her. She vanished, leaving only a chilling silence in her wake. I stumbled back, trying to make sense of what I'd just seen. Suddenly, the door flew open, and I ran out, slamming it behind me. I raced down to the front desk, my heart pounding, and called the police. When they arrived, I explained what had happened. They were skeptical, but agreed to check the room. To my horror, when we opened the door, everything was perfectly normal. No overturned furniture, no scratch marks, and no sign of the woman or the shadowy figure. The officers left, chalking it up to a bad dream or a trick of the mind. But I knew what I had seen. Over the next few weeks, I tried to find out more about room 303. I discovered that years ago, a young woman had stayed in that room. She had been hiding from an abusive partner, but he found her and killed her in a fit of rage. Since then, guests who stayed in that room reported seeing her ghost and the shadowy figure of her murderer. I quit my job shortly after. I couldn't shake the feeling that I had encountered something beyond explanation. Even now, I still have nightmares about room 303. And I wonder if the woman's spirit is still trapped there, forever haunted by the shadowy figure of her past.